Hello and welcome to Mech Force in about 3 minutes. Prototype copy used. Part of our plan to promote New Zealand gaming. It is a game for 2 to 4 players. There is no solo mode. Playing time is around 2 hours. It's a reasonably complex game. Sirens are blaring. Another gaiju has been sighted in the South Pacific. You rush to your trusty mech and strap yourself in. You've been through countless battles together and it feels like a second skin to you. The world is in peril and it looks to you to save it. You rocket pack to the combat zone only to find one of your rivals delivering the killing blow. You snooze, you lose, Kiwi. This war would go so much easier if the other pilots would simply acknowledge you were the best. You win if after 6 turns you have the most victory points from battling monsters and from completing your personal goals. All players lose if this track reaches its end because you didn't kill enough invaders. Cooperative. Everyone is working together to defeat the invaders. Competitive, but only one player can be the greatest mech pilot on Earth. Dice. This game's all about the dice. Player turn. At the start of the game you will draft some mech upgrades. Your mech always has one basic attack and defense die, and each bit of gear you add increases your dice pool and increases your speed and power. Then, roll the continent dice and place invaders equal to the number of players plus 1. Invaders come in 3 waves that get progressively tougher. Then each player selects a spot in the briefing room. The mechanic gets cheaper upgrades. The gym makes skills easy to use. Famous earns you more battle score, and Airstrike lets you go first and move an invader. Starting with the mechanic, you select an upgrade to add to your mech. Red upgrades cost additional resources to purchase, but are better. The mechanic can get a second upgrade. Add the new upgrades to your mech along with their matching dice, and increase your mech's power. Then, you choose a monster to fight. Each monster has shields, health, starting range, battle score, speed, ranged, and melee damage. This combat starts at range, so you want R results on your dice to do damage. Defense dice block damage, and as this critter is doing 2 damage at range, the 2 shields stop it, and you do 1 damage this round. Combat then moves to melee for the next round. Any damage you take reduces your power. If you are at 0 power, you are forced to retreat. If you defeat a monster, increase your battle score by the amount shown on them. You also claim them as a skill card. Skills can be used by tapping skill cards, in this case to allow Araha to refresh an overdrive, which would allow her to reroll dice in combat. Keep playing the round until all invaders are defeated or all mechs have been forced to retreat. Why would you like this game? So the obvious thing here to say is, did you like Pacific Rim, and did you wish that was a board game? If so, this game's theme will immediately connect with you. There are 6 different mechs from each of the continents, complete with their own set of skills that make them unique to play. The different dice upgrades create different tactical options. For example, a mech with lots of these dice can punch right through shields. The wave system in the game also means that tension rises throughout. You are never overmatching your opponents. And the game comes with 2 enemy groups. You don't want to fight Gaiju? Take on the alien invaders instead. The best thing about this game is the mech boards. There's just something extremely satisfying about upgrading your mech and adding its gear to the board. However, if buckets of dice are not your thing, run far, far away from this game, as it's as dice heavy as a game can be. I also feel there could be some more variety in the monsters. And finally, the difference between melee and ranged is mostly about the enemy's abilities. So while you can tailor your mech design to do certain things better, you can't specialize as a brawler or sniper. If you like the idea of fighting different enemy groups but want something more up close and personal, check out Maximum Apocalypse. And if giant robots are your thing, check out GKR Heavy Hitters. Mech Force, let's go punch Godzilla. If you enjoyed this video, like it, subscribe to the channel, and check out our Patreon.